Good morning, everybody. All right, we're going to get into it. Um, we've been talking about tasting and seeing that the Lord is good and letting the lion roar this month. So I'm going to paint a little picture for you. Okay, so you got this friend who won't stop talking about this restaurant, right? Every time you hang out, they're like, you have to try this place. It's life-changing. You just like, okay, all right. Honestly, you're not that convinced. And then one day you go, probably just to get them to stop talking about it, and boom, you take one bite and your whole life changes. You're like, why didn't I try this sooner? Okay? Now that you've tasted it for yourself, you get it. It's not just something you've heard about anymore, it's something that you experienced. Okay, so that's kind of what Psalms chapter 34, verse 8 is getting at when it says, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the one who takes refuge in him. Notice it doesn't say hear about how the Lord is good, okay? It's saying taste, because tasting is personal. You taste it for yourself, you experience it, that's personal. It's something you have to do for yourself. It's like God is saying, don't just take someone else's word for it, come experience me for yourself. Okay. But here's something important. Tasting God's goodness doesn't mean you're full forever. It actually starts something in you. It makes you crave more. That's exactly what 1 Peter chapter 2, verses 2 and 3 talks about. It says, like newborn babies, crave pure spiritual milk so that by it you may grow up in your salvation now that you have tasted that the Lord is good. In other words, once you get a glimpse of how good God really is, his peace, his forgiveness, his love, you don't just want one bite. You want more. Okay? Think about babies for a second. They don't just drink milk once and call it good. They crave it. They need it. It's how they grow. It's the same with us. Once we've had a taste of God's kindness, we start to crave his presence, his voice, and his direction. That hunger is healthy. It means you're growing. Tasting is step one. Craving and pursuing more of him, that's where the real growth starts. Okay, let's switch gears for a second. A lot of people picture God as a soft whisperer, always gentle and quiet. And yeah, sometimes he is, but not always. In the Bible, especially in the Old Testament, God is often compared to a lion, strong, powerful, fearsome, and impossible to ignore. Amos chapter 3, verse 8 says, the lion has roared, who will not fear? The sovereign Lord has spoken, who can but prophesy? It's saying when God speaks, it's like a lion roaring. You can't ignore it. Think about it. If a lion roars near you, you're not just standing around like, that's interesting. That's okay. No, you're either running, warning other people, or doing something. Same thing with God's voice. When he speaks through scripture, through people, through circumstances, it's meant to wake you up. A lion doesn't roar for no reason. It roars to declare its presence, to warn, to get attention. When God roars, he's calling us to pay attention, to respond. Okay, here's a practical. When your parents or someone in authority calls you and you ignore them, what happens? Exactly, there are consequences. Now apply that to God. If he's calling you, nudging your heart, stirring something in your spirit, and you just brush it off, it's not that he's going to punish you with lightning bolts or something, but you will miss out. Missed direction, missed growth, missed opportunities to step into something better. Ignoring God's voice, his roar, is like walking past a gold bar, not even stopping to look. That's crazy, right? Okay, so remember that restaurant? Okay, after you tried it, what did you do? You probably told someone. You probably became that friend. Now you gotta try this. Same with God. Once you taste his goodness and once you hear his voice, it's only natural to want to share it. You don't have to be a preacher to do that. You don't need a stage. You just need a story. You need a story to tell. If you've tasted God's kindness and you've heard his voice, then you've got something to share. So let me ask you, have you tasted the goodness of God for yourself? Are you hungry for more, or are you still just nibbling? When God speaks, do you respond or do you ignore it? Are you living like someone who's heard the roar of the lion? Jesus said in Matthew chapter 5, verse 6, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled." If you're hungry, you're in the right place. If you're craving more, that's a good sign. God isn't someone to learn about. He's someone to experience. He's not just whispering. Sometimes he's roaring. And he's not asking you to figure everything out. Just take that first taste. Because once you do, you'll realize nothing else compares.